Welcome to Psych IQ. In today's deep dive, we're delving into the fascinating world of the lone wolf personality type. Defining the lone wolf personality type. The lone wolf is a distinct personality archetype characterized by a preference for solitude and independence. Unlike social butterflies, lone wolves thrive in their own company, finding solace and strength in being alone. This unique trait often sets them apart from the crowd. The lone wolf personality type, at its core, is a captivating enigma that captures our curiosity. It transcends mere solitude, delving into the intricate layers of an individual's psyche, shaping their unique approach to life. To comprehend this intriguing archetype, it's essential to explore the defining characteristics that set the lone wolf apart from the crowd. At the surface, a lone wolf is someone who prefers and thrives in solitary pursuits. Unlike their extroverted counterparts who draw energy from social interactions, lone wolves find their strength and solace in the quiet embrace of solitude. However, it's crucial to debunk the misconception that this preference for isolation stems from an aversion to socializing. Instead, it is a deliberate and often rejuvenating choice. Central to the lone wolf personality is a profound sense of independence. These individuals revel in their ability to navigate the world on their terms, unencumbered by the expectations or dynamics of group interactions. This sense of self-reliance is not a mere preference, but a fundamental aspect that shapes their worldview and decision-making processes. While solitude may seem isolating to some, for the lone wolf it is a sanctuary. This is not a manifestation of social anxiety or avoidance. Rather, it's a conscious choice to immerse oneself in the rich internal world that solitude provides. The lone wolf finds comfort in the absence of external distractions, allowing them to explore their thoughts, dreams, and aspirations. Contrary to the stereotype of a complete recluse, lone wolves do engage in social interactions, but with a discerning eye. Their social circle is carefully curated, comprising individuals who align with their values and contribute positively to their lives. These connections are deep and meaningful, reflecting the lone wolf's preference for quality over quantity in relationships. The lone wolf isn't afraid of silence. In fact, they embrace it. Silence, for them, is not awkward or uncomfortable, but rather a canvas on which they paint their contemplations. This ability to find strength in quiet moments allows them to recharge and gather the mental clarity needed to navigate life's challenges. Nonconformity is a hallmark of the lone wolf personality. Whether it's societal norms, trends, or expectations, these individuals chart their own course. This inclination towards nonconformity doesn't stem from a desire to rebel, but rather from a genuine authenticity that refuses to be swayed by external pressures. Defining the lone wolf is not a straightforward task. It's an intricate tapestry woven with contradictions. They can be both introverted and extroverted, social and solitary, resilient and vulnerable. Understanding this complexity is key to appreciating the depth and richness that the lone wolf personality type brings to the diverse landscape of human behavior. As we navigate the labyrinthine nature of the lone wolf personality type, it becomes apparent that this enigmatic archetype is more than a label. It's a nuanced exploration of the human spirit. Join us on this journey of discovery as we unravel more layers and gain deeper insights into the intricacies of the lone wolf psyche. The allure of solitude. Lone wolves are not necessarily antisocial. Rather, they value and recharge through alone time. This solitude provides them with the mental space needed to reflect, recharge, and delve into their inner thoughts. Understanding this aspect is crucial in deciphering the appeal of solitude for the lone wolf. The allure of solitude, a magnetic force that draws the lone wolf into the embrace of isolation, is a multifaceted phenomenon deserving of a thorough exploration. Beyond a mere preference for seclusion, the allure of solitude unveils a profound understanding of the self and the world. Let's delve into the intricacies of this captivating aspect of the lone wolf personality type. Solitude serves as a retreat, a sanctuary for the lone wolf to engage in introspection and reflection. In the quietude of being alone, they find the mental space needed to sift through their thoughts, emotions, and experiences. This deliberate act of introspection is not an escape, but a conscious effort to understand oneself on a deeper level. Unlike extroverts who recharge through social interactions, lone wolves replenish their energy by immersing themselves in solitude. It acts as a replenishing wellspring, allowing them to regain mental and emotional equilibrium. The allure lies in the ability to escape the demands of the external world, and reconnect with their inner selves, fostering a sense of balance. Solitude has been a historical breeding ground for creativity. The allure lies in the liberation of the mind from external influences, providing fertile ground for innovative thinking. Many renowned artists, writers, and thinkers throughout history have credited their most profound creations to moments of solitude, where the mind can wander freely and explore uncharted territories. In the solitude of their own company, lone wolves find an emotional sanctuary. It's a space where they can freely express and process their emotions without the constraints of social expectations. The allure lies in the freedom to experience the full spectrum of feelings without judgment, allowing for genuine self-discovery and emotional growth. The modern world is often characterized by constant connectivity and the relentless hum of social interactions. For the lone wolf, the allure of solitude lies in escaping this social noise. The uninterrupted quietude becomes a precious commodity, allowing them to hear their own thoughts and feelings without the external clamor influencing their inner dialogue. Solitude often intertwines with nature for the lone wolf. Whether it's a solitary hike in the mountains or a quiet moment by a tranquil lake, the allure lies in the symbiotic relationship between the lone wolf and the natural world. Nature becomes a silent companion, offering solace, inspiration, and a profound sense of connectedness. The allure of solitude is intertwined with the cultivation of independence. Lone wolves value their ability to navigate life without being overly dependent on external influences. Solitude becomes a training ground for self-reliance, allowing them to develop a strong sense of autonomy and resilience in the face of challenges. In solitude, the lone wolf can unravel the layers of their identity without external expectations or societal norms clouding their self-perception. This process of self-discovery is a continuous journey, and the allure of solitude lies in the ongoing exploration of one's authentic self, unburdened by external influences. For many lone wolves, solitude is a conduit for spiritual exploration. Whether through meditation, contemplation, or other introspective practices, the allure lies in the quest for a deeper understanding of the self and the universe. Solitude becomes a sacred space for spiritual growth and enlightenment. In the hustle and bustle of daily life, time becomes a precious commodity. The allure of solitude includes the luxury of time to engage in meaningful activities, pursue personal interests, or simply be present in the moment. This intentional use of time contributes to a sense of fulfillment and purpose. In unraveling the allure of solitude, we discover that for the lone wolf, being alone is not synonymous with loneliness. It is a deliberate and empowering choice. The depths of this allure provide a glimpse into the intricate relationship between solitude, self-discovery, and the profound richness of the lone wolf's inner world. Join us as we continue our exploration into the labyrinth of the lone wolf personality type. The strengths of the lone wolf. Contrary to misconceptions, the lone wolf personality type possesses a myriad of strengths. Their self-reliance and ability to navigate challenges independently often make them resilient and adaptable. Their focused nature can lead to remarkable achievements as they channel their energy into personal and professional pursuits. The lone wolf personality type, often misconstrued as a solitary outlier, is in reality a repository of strengths that contribute to their resilient individualism. Beyond the surface-level solitude, these individuals possess a unique set of qualities that set them apart, paving the way for remarkable achievements and personal growth. Let's delve into the manifold strengths that define the essence of the lone wolf. At the forefront of the lone wolf's strengths is an unparalleled sense of self-reliance. These individuals possess an innate ability to navigate life independently, making decisions based on their own judgment and convictions. The strength of self-reliance equips them to face challenges with a level-headed approach, unencumbered by the need for constant external validation. The lone wolf is characterized by a laser-sharp focus on their goals. Distinct from the distractions of social dynamics, they channel their energy into pursuits that align with their passions and objectives. This focused determination enables them to overcome obstacles with unwavering persistence, often achieving remarkable success in their chosen endeavors. Adaptability is a key strength of the lone wolf, particularly in the face of solitude. Rather than succumbing to isolation, they harness it as a source of strength. This adaptability allows them to find innovative solutions, embrace change, and evolve without being tethered to external dependencies. solitude becomes not a hindrance but a canvas for personal growth and resilience. Lone wolves often possess a heightened sense of observation. Freed from the constraints of constant social interactions, they become keen observers of human behavior, societal dynamics, and the subtleties of their environment. This keen perception contributes to their ability to make informed decisions and navigate the intricacies of life with astute awareness. Emotional independence is a cornerstone of the lone wolf's strength. While they can form deep connections, they do not rely on others for emotional stability. This strength allows them to weather emotional storms with grace, processing feelings internally and emerging stronger from challenging situations without the need for external validation. Solitude acts as a breeding ground for creative autonomy. The lone wolf's strength lies in the ability to explore and express their creativity without the influence or expectations of a collective. This autonomy fuels innovation, allowing them to bring forth ideas, projects, and artistic endeavors that are uniquely reflective of their individual perspective. When faced with challenges, the lone wolf excels in resilient problem-solving. Unburdened by the need for consensus or approval, they approach obstacles with a pragmatic mindset. This strength enables them to tackle issues head-on, finding effective solutions through a combination of analytical thinking, creativity, and a steadfast commitment to their objectives. The lone wolf's strength lies in the depth of their introspection. With ample time for self-reflection, they continually explore their beliefs, values, and motivations. This introspective strength fosters personal growth, leading to a profound understanding of the self and an unwavering authenticity in their actions and decisions. Central to the lone wolf's strengths is a robust sense of individual identity. They are not swayed by societal expectations or external pressures, allowing them to forge a path that aligns with their authentic self. This unapologetic individuality contributes to their resilience and the ability to stay true to their convictions. The lone wolf excels in time management, utilizing solitude as a tool for productivity. With fewer external distractions, they can allocate time efficiently, focusing on tasks that contribute to their personal and professional goals. This exceptional time management is a strength that enhances their overall effectiveness and efficiency. In unraveling the strengths of the lone wolf, we uncover a tapestry of qualities that extend far beyond their preference for solitude. It is a celebration of resilience, autonomy, and a unique ability to navigate life with purpose and determination. As we continue to explore the multifaceted nature of the lone wolf personality type, join us in acknowledging and appreciating the strengths that make these individuals formidable forces in their own right. The dark side, loneliness versus aloneness. It's essential to distinguish between loneliness and aloneness when discussing the lone wolf. Loneliness implies a lack of connection and distress, while aloneness is a conscious choice for solitude. Understanding this nuance helps debunk myths surrounding the lone wolf and fosters a deeper appreciation for their unique approach to life. The exploration of the lone wolf personality type wouldn't be complete without addressing the delicate balance between loneliness and aloneness. While solitude is a conscious and empowering choice for many lone wolves, there exists a nuanced interplay between the solitude they seek and the potential pitfalls of loneliness. Understanding this intricate dance sheds light on the challenges faced by the lone wolf and dispels common misconceptions. Loneliness, often misconstrued as a synonym for solitude, represents the dark side of the lone wolf experience. Unlike aloneness, which is a deliberate and chosen state, loneliness is an unwelcome companion, characterized by a sense of isolation, disconnection, and emotional distress. For the lone wolf, the risk of succumbing to loneliness is an ever-present challenge that requires vigilant navigation. While lone wolves thrive in their chosen solitude, there exists a paradoxical danger of isolation. The intentional withdrawal from social circles can, over time, lead to a sense of isolation that goes beyond the empowering solitude they seek. Recognizing this paradox is crucial in addressing the fine line between aloneness and the potentially detrimental effects of profound isolation. Distinguishing between seeking solitude and escaping connection is imperative in understanding the lone wolf's experience. Seeking solitude is a conscious choice to recharge and reflect, while escaping connection implies a retreat from meaningful social interactions. The dark side emerges when the lone wolf unintentionally crosses the line into isolation, sacrificing genuine connections for the illusion of self-sufficiency. Loneliness can have profound implications for mental health, even for those who willingly embrace aloneness. The dark side reveals itself when the solitude that once brought solace transforms into a breeding ground for negative thoughts, self-doubt, and a sense of alienation. Addressing the impact on mental health becomes a critical aspect of the lone wolf's journey towards balance. Acknowledging the human need for connection is a vital step in navigating the dark side of the lone wolf experience. While these individuals value their independence, recognizing the importance of genuine human connection prevents the descent into loneliness. The dark side emerges when the lone wolf neglects this innate need, risking emotional and psychological well-being. To counterbalance the potential dark side of loneliness, lone wolves must actively cultivate supportive networks. These networks need not be extensive. Quality trumps quantity. Meaningful connections serve as a buffer against the isolating effects of solitude, offering a safety net when the lone wolf treads dangerously close to the precipice of loneliness. The dark side arises when the lone wolf struggles to strike a balance between independence and interdependence. While autonomy is a strength, a refusal to acknowledge the value of interdependence can lead to isolation. Embracing moments of shared experiences without compromising individuality becomes a delicate yet essential dance for the lone wolf. Effective communication plays a pivotal role in navigating the dark side. Lone wolves may find it challenging to articulate their need for solitude or express the evolving dynamics of their social preferences. Developing strong communication skills allows them to foster understanding among peers, minimizing the risk of being misunderstood or unfairly labeled as antisocial. The dark side of loneliness underscores the importance of cultivating emotional resilience. Lone wolves need robust coping mechanisms to navigate moments of solitude that verge on loneliness. This involves developing a toolkit of healthy strategies, such as mindfulness, self-reflection, and seeking professional support when needed. Acknowledging vulnerability is a potent antidote to the dark side of loneliness. Lone wolves, despite their self-reliance, are not impervious to the human need for connection and understanding. Embracing vulnerability fosters authentic connections, allowing the lone wolf to share their struggles and triumphs with trusted individuals who appreciate the delicate dance between aloneness and loneliness. In unraveling the dark side of loneliness versus aloneness, we confront the complexities that accompany the lone wolf personality type. By navigating this thin line with awareness, intentionality, and a commitment to holistic well-being, lone wolves can transform the potential pitfalls into opportunities for growth, connection, and a more nuanced understanding of their intricate journey. Join us as we continue to explore the multifaceted nature of the lone wolf archetype on Psych IQ. The evolutionary roots. Exploring the evolutionary perspective reveals that the lone wolf trait might have roots in survival strategies. Just as wolves venture alone to hunt, lone individuals may seek independence as a means of self-preservation. Unraveling these evolutionary threads can provide valuable insights into the origin of this intriguing personality type. The lone wolf personality type, with its preference for solitude and self-sufficiency, has intrigued psychologists and researchers for years. To truly comprehend this intricate facet of human behavior, it is imperative to delve into the evolutionary roots that may have laid the foundation for the development of the lone wolf archetype. This exploration takes us on a fascinating journey through the annals of human history, offering insights into how this trait may have emerged as a survival strategy. To understand the evolutionary roots of the lone wolf, we must transport ourselves to the early days of human existence. In the hunter-gatherer era, survival was the paramount concern. Individuals who displayed a capacity for independence and self-reliance might have had a higher likelihood of thriving in harsh and unpredictable environments. The lone wolf trait, rather than being an anomaly, could have been a strategic adaptation for solitary hunting and survival. One plausible evolutionary explanation for the lone wolf personality type lies in the dynamics of hunting and gathering. While communal hunting was undoubtedly prevalent, there may have been instances where individuals ventured out alone to secure food for themselves and their community. The ability to navigate the wilderness independently could have conferred a survival advantage, ensuring the sustenance of both the lone wolf and their group. In early human societies, resources were often scarce, and competition for these resources was intense. The lone wolf, by operating independently, might have minimized intra-group competition. This strategic avoidance of resource conflict could have contributed to the overall stability and cohesion of social groups, allowing for more equitable resource distribution. The lone wolf's evolutionary roots may also be traced to the advantages of silent communication and stealth. Solo hunters by nature would have needed to minimize their presence and operate with a level of secrecy to ensure successful hunts. The ability to move quietly, remain undetected, and communicate silently could have been honed through the solitary lifestyle, becoming evolutionary traits passed down through generations. The lone wolf's preference for solitude might also be viewed as an adaptive response to environmental challenges. In times of adversity, such as food scarcity or environmental hazards, individuals with the ability to detach and endure periods of solitude might have been better equipped to weather these challenges. This adaptive response could have contributed to the survival and propagation of the lone wolf trait. Evolutionary roots often manifest through genetic predispositions. The lone wolf personality type may have a genetic component where certain individuals are inherently inclined toward independence and self-sufficiency. Over generations, this predisposition could have been selected for, further solidifying the presence of the lone wolf trait within the human population. As human societies expanded and explored new territories, the lone wolf's inclination towards exploration could have played a significant role. Individuals with a natural predisposition for solitary exploration might have been more likely to venture into uncharted territories, contributing to the migration and expansion of human populations. While the lone wolf trait may have conferred advantages in certain contexts, it's essential to acknowledge potential evolutionary trade-offs. The benefits of independence and self-reliance may come with costs in terms of social bonding and cooperation. Understanding these trade-offs provides a more nuanced perspective on the evolutionary roots of the lone wolf personality type. In the contemporary world, where survival is less directly tied to solo hunting and gathering, the lone wolf trait persists. It manifests in individuals who, consciously or unconsciously, exhibit preferences for independence and solitude. While the evolutionary landscape has transformed, the echoes of ancient survival strategies reverberate in the behaviors and choices of the modern lone wolf. It's crucial to recognize that the evolutionary roots of the lone wolf personality type may vary across cultures. Cultural and environmental factors contribute to the shaping of behavioral traits. Despite these variances, there may be a core evolutionary continuity, with the lone wolf archetype reflecting adaptive responses to challenges that transcend cultural boundaries. Navigating relationships. While lone wolves cherish their solitude, they can still form meaningful connections. Understanding how they navigate relationships sheds light on the delicate balance they maintain between independence and companionship. Their selective social interactions often result in deep, authentic connections. The lone wolf, known for their preference for solitude, may seem an enigma when it comes to relationships. Contrary to the stereotype of complete isolation, the lone wolf is fully capable of forming deep and meaningful connections. Navigating relationships for these individuals involves a delicate dance between their need for independence and the human desire for connection. Let's delve into the nuanced world of how lone wolves approach relationships and cultivate selective social bonds. At the heart of navigating relationships as a lone wolf is the delicate balance between autonomy and connection. While these individuals cherish their independence, they also recognize the value of genuine human connection. Striking this balance requires a keen understanding of personal boundaries, communication, and a willingness to engage in social dynamics without compromising individuality. Lone wolves are discerning in their social interactions. Rather than seeking widespread social approval, they choose quality over quantity when it comes to relationships. Selectivity is a hallmark of their approach, as they invest time and energy in relationships that align with their values and contribute positively to their lives. For the lone wolf, relationships are not superficial exchanges, but rather opportunities for deep and meaningful connections. They appreciate authenticity and vulnerability in their interactions, fostering a sense of intimacy that goes beyond surface-level engagements. These connections, though fewer in number, are profound and enduring. Navigating relationships involves a focus on shared values and interests. Lone wolves seek connections with individuals who resonate with their core beliefs and passions. This alignment fosters a sense of camaraderie and understanding, creating a foundation for meaningful relationships that stand the test of time. Clear communication of boundaries is paramount for lone wolves in relationships. They are unapologetic about their need for solitude and independence, ensuring that their partners and friends understand and respect these boundaries. This open communication prevents misunderstandings and allows for a harmonious coexistence between their solitary pursuits and shared experiences. Successful relationship navigation for lone wolves involves a mutual respect for independence. Their partners understand and appreciate the importance of alone time, recognizing it not as a rejection, but as a crucial aspect of the lone wolf's self-care and personal recharge. This mutual respect creates a supportive environment that allows both individuals to thrive. While lone wolves may be selective in their social interactions, they remain emotionally available in meaningful relationships. Their ability to connect on a deep emotional level allows them to provide support, empathy, and understanding to their loved ones. Emotional availability becomes a bridge that spans the gap between independence and connection. Lone wolves place a premium on the quality of their relationships rather than the quantity. This intentional focus ensures that the connections they cultivate contribute positively to their well-being. The richness of these few, carefully chosen relationships often outweighs the potential superficiality of a larger social circle. Successfully navigating relationships involves a continuous balancing act between solitude and socializing. Lone wolves recognize the need for both and develop strategies to integrate these aspects of their lives seamlessly. This might involve setting aside dedicated social time, while also carving out intentional periods for solitude and reflection. Despite their penchant for solitude, lone wolves acknowledge the transformative power of interpersonal connections. Meaningful relationships become avenues for personal growth, exposing them to diverse perspectives, challenges, and shared experiences. The navigation of relationships, therefore, becomes an integral part of their journey towards self-discovery and enrichment. Challenges faced by lone wolves. Every personality type comes with its set of challenges. For lone wolves, potential pitfalls include isolation, difficulty in seeking support, and a tendency to shoulder burdens alone. Recognizing these challenges is the first step in creating a supportive environment for individuals with this personality type. While the lone wolf personality type boasts a plethora of strengths and unique attributes, it is not without its challenges. Understanding the nuanced landscape of these challenges is crucial for appreciating the complexity of the lone wolf's journey. From potential isolation to difficulty seeking support, let's delve into the shadows of solitude and explore the multifaceted challenges faced by lone wolves. One of the primary challenges faced by lone wolves is the looming potential for isolation. The intentional pursuit of solitude, while empowering, can inadvertently lead to social withdrawal. Over time, this isolation may become more pronounced, posing a risk to mental well-being. Striking a balance between solitude and social connection is essential to mitigate the effects of prolonged isolation. Lone wolves, characterized by their self-reliance, may find it challenging to seek support when needed. The instinct to shoulder burdens alone can contribute to feelings of isolation during times of difficulty. Overcoming the reluctance to reach out and cultivating a support network is a crucial aspect of addressing this challenge. The lone wolf often contends with misunderstandings and stereotypes from a society that may perceive their preference for solitude as a rejection of social norms. Overcoming preconceived notions and educating others about the nuanced nature of their choices becomes an ongoing challenge, requiring patience and effective communication. The solitude that lone wolves cherish can inadvertently limit their exposure to diverse perspectives. The absence of frequent social interactions may lead to a narrower worldview. Actively seeking out varied experiences, engaging in open-minded discussions, and embracing diversity become essential strategies to combat the challenge of limited perspectives. The lone wolf's inclination to keep emotions internalized can become an emotional burden. Without a consistent outlet for expression, pent-up emotions may intensify, leading to increased stress and potential mental health challenges. Developing healthy coping mechanisms and outlets for emotional expression is crucial for navigating this particular challenge. In collaborative environments, lone wolves may face challenges in seamlessly integrating with teams. Their preference for independence may lead to difficulties in adapting to collaborative workflows, compromising the effectiveness of group efforts. Developing collaborative skills while preserving individuality becomes a delicate yet necessary balancing act. Society often imposes certain social expectations regarding the importance of a bustling social life. Lone wolves may grapple with the pressure to conform to these expectations, leading to feelings of inadequacy or a sense of being an outsider. Cultivating self-assurance and embracing the uniqueness of their chosen path helps mitigate the impact of societal expectations. The lone wolf faces the challenge of overcoming stereotypes that equate solitude with loneliness. Educating others about the distinction between intentional aloneness and unwanted isolation becomes an ongoing endeavor. By dismantling these stereotypes, lone wolves contribute to a broader understanding of the diversity of human social preferences. Striking the right balance between independence and connection is an intricate challenge for lone wolves. The quest for solitude should not undermine the importance of meaningful relationships. Learning to navigate the interplay between autonomy and connection requires self-awareness, adaptability, and a commitment to personal growth. Acknowledging the innate human need for social interaction poses a continuous challenge for lone wolves. While solitude is a source of strength, recognizing the importance of periodic social engagement is vital for maintaining a healthy emotional and mental balance. Incorporating intentional social interactions into their lives becomes a proactive measure to address this challenge. As we wrap up our exploration of the lone wolf personality type, I invite you to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Have you encountered lone wolves in your life, or do you identify with this personality type yourself? Let's continue this conversation and foster a better understanding of the rich tapestry of human personalities. Remember to subscribe for more deep dives into the intricacies of the human mind on Psych IQ. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the fascinating realm of psychology.